3. Testing,
Test.
testing, testing. Hello and welcome to the Yacht Club, the show that's always on time. We love you. So welcome to the Yacht Club. This is the weekly show. We cover all things Star Citizen. We go over the hottest topics. We talk about the latest news, and we answer questions from the community, which we're going to get to a lot of questions today. But we've got a very exciting show for you today. What do we have? We have the RSI Mantis, which is pretty cool. We have cave mining, which is really awesome. We have the audio behind cave. It's really all about 3.7 and are we looking forward to it? What's exciting? It's around the corner. It's about to drop. But before we dive into that, let's go around the table and let's just talk very quickly about how our weeks have been and what we're drinking and find out what you guys are drinking. So let's start with Shadow. So Shadow, obviously getting the show going was tough for you right before the show. So why don't you tell us what your week's been going on?
So close. No, the funny thing. So because I've been wailing on Port Stim all week, and he's been going through a lot. So I said I'll run the show tomorrow night because I'll try and help you out. So I got everything ready, worked everything out. The only thing I didn't try was pushing the broadcast button, which didn't work tonight. So, ta-da! Anyway.
Well, at least we have it working now.
But so we got a new one. Dr. Pixelstein found this little gem. So it's Basil Hayden's Caribbean Reserve Rye, and it's very interesting. It's got a lot going on there. It's good straight, a little bit of water, even better. Mix it with a Manhattan with Pashad's bitters, even better. Not as good as the Dark Rye though. Their picks. Still fantastic. Everything's going crazy. We go live with our beta next week, so that's freaking huge. Other than that, nothing's going on. It's been boring. How about you, Jordan? What are you drinking? How's your week been, buddy?
I might be drinking pumpkin beer.
Woo!
Sorry about that, Shadow.
It's not as good going on your nose. I should have known that.
Yes. I'm still on a pumpkin beer kick. I might get some other kind of beer for next week. We'll have to see. I'll mix it up a little bit here after a couple of months of pumpkinness. It's been a long time coming to get my fix. And let's see. I drove to North Florida over the weekend. 5 hours up there, and then 2.5 hours to Orlando to do Epcot on Sunday. Had a great time at the Food and Wine Festival. Ate lots and lots and lots of good, interesting, fun food. And Orlando.
Oh, nice.
The Epcot Food and Wine Festival. So that's a lot of fun. And drove back Monday night, and I had an unusually long sleep last night. It's like I was going to take a nap because I was tired from all the driving and traveling and all that. I was going to take a little nap at 8 o'clock. Woke up at midnight, realized that I'd overslept my nap, and went back to bed and slept until 6. I have not slept that much in years, literally years.
You took a Jordan super nap.
I'd feel more rested than I have in ages, which is fantastic. So I am all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and chipper, and Xylo's with us.
Oh, boy.
Good to see you, man. You're with us before everybody's been drinking.
Everybody act normal. Don't drink too much. Right now, actually, we should be opening the bar up to everyone.
What about you, Doc? How's your week, and what are you drinking this evening?
Can we hear him?
There we go. You're muted, Doc.
Uh-oh. More sound problems.
He's our audio engineer, so he should be able to get this sorted out.
Still muted.
No
sound. Maybe drop out back into the voice. That was happening to me earlier in Discord.
He's lighting up.
I was too earlier.
Yeah, that's true. He is.
But
kick him out.
Yeah, he should drop out and then come back. disconnect from voice, Dr. Murray, and come back.
I
See if that's
I
what
think
it's
you
doing.
did.
So if you guys haven't noticed, Discord's been having a lot of issues for the
Yeah,
entire
it's
freaking
been
month. It's been
bad
really bad.
all week. Like, which is terrible because I live on Discord.
Yeah, we kind of do too.
Yeah, it's kind of
Hopefully,
important.
Doc can get his
Ooh, wrong
get
show
his
there.
sound working there, and he just reinstalled
There we go.
Windows too to take care of some of this.
How about it now, Doc?
Hello?
There we
go.
go. Got you.
Yay!
Yay!
We got Doc back.
The
I
show
swear,
where
half of
everyone
this
drinks
show
too
is just
much and we never have
celebrating
any
when we get things
issues.
working.
That's right.
When we did the sound check, I said I couldn't hear me, but I guess you guys couldn't hear me at that point in time.
We couldn't
No.
hear you saying that we
Couldn't hear you.
couldn't hear
Couldn't
you.
say you
No.
couldn't hear us.
Uh,
Can
So
you hear me
therefore,
now?
everything's fine.
No, can't.
well, I'm not saying what I did again. I'm not repeating myself.
So we're gonna go back and lip read it. So
Glad you had a great week there, Doc.
And I have
Really?
beer, but I forgot to bring my beer upstairs, so I will not be drinking it.
Oh no.
That's
That's
a weak
bad.
excuse. I have it. Next thing you're going to say it's warm. It wasn't in the fridge.
No, it's in the fridge. It's fine.
Nice
And
nice and
running
chilled
rabbit,
out
we won't
for
blame you.
later.
She's probably mad at me.
Hey, thanks for the respawn, Pawn.
Hey,
Respawn.
Thanks, Pawn.
Respawn.
Yeah.
resub, Cook Pong. So I guess I'll go. Things are good this week. Super busy. Although I've got my dad happens to be in the hospital right now, which has been a process. He's doing okay. He's actually got a degenerative lung disease, but it's stable. It's been stable for a long time, and this week he had a bit of a setback. So or last week, so we're trying to get things set up. So we really won't know what's happening for a week or so. But enough of that crazy news. Hopefully he'll be better, and let's get on to the show. So
Alrighty.
He'll get better.
yeah,
That was the
I'm
shortest
sure.
intro I think we've ever done.
yeah.
Because
That's
it was
good.
one of those very, very long, slow starts because of technical issues again.
I know, but since we have Nubifier in the chat, I'm feeling the pressure to do everything in about 5 minutes and 36 seconds.
Like
So
faster.
So we gotta get it going. Okay,
No,
what?
we're known for rambling and drawing on and drinking beer and just kind of talking around in circles for several extra hours.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing. We're a bit of a different show. So why don't we dive straight into what happened on Thursday? So inside Star Citizen.
All right.
All right.
Fire up some video there for us, Master
All right.
Stem.
So we have FPS mining. That was really what Inside Star Citizen was all about. Titled "Hey Now You're a
Caves and mining.
Rockstar" is really the unspoken
You're-
quotation there.
No,
You're-
it's minor. Hey, now you're a minor. Have you never heard that song?
I thought it was, hey, now you're a hole. Never mind.
only
caves.
Xylo will really know, or somebody,
No,
whoever
yes.
created it will know. he's probably enjoying us taking 3 totally random wrong guesses.
That's what the community does. But
Yeah.
yeah, so
We are
it
qualified.
was cool to see more of the FPS mining mechanic there, and that new suit with all the attachments for stowing commodities, which is going to be pretty cool. So they were saying that all of the armor is going to have some capability for storing some personal inventory, but that particular one is going to have the most capacity for personal inventory for mining goods and other things that you pick up, the other harvestables, plants and fruits
Oh.
and various things.
I see
Thanks for
Jurger's still
resubbing,
making
Jurger.
awful puns. Still making
It's-
awful puns.
Is Shadow muted now, or is
I was muted myself.
we're just taking turns being muted? I saw Shadow over there talking and toasting, but had no idea what he was saying.
Thank you, Dragar. No, what I was originally saying is, how about that backpack? Does that not say "shoot me" or what?
It's a cool backpack.
It's
I like
it's a
that
cool
Oh my
backpack.
God, you can
I like
see
all-
it halfway
like
across
all the
planet.
I like all the pouches. This isn't about combat. This is about mining.
Yeah, but
It's
if I
not all
see
about
somebody,
combat.
if I see somebody carrying one of those, that's a target, man. Because it's probably
That's well,
just saying.
that's one of the things that they did say, that some people may be taking things from other people.
Mm.
One
Yeah.
one of those game mechanics.
I
That
do like that they
some people like it
simplified the
and some people
mining a little
don't.
bit.
So I wonder how
hand-tool
that will
mining,
be
that's pretty cool.
if you loot someone's body. You know,
That's an interesting question.
will they drop everything
Well-
on the ground, or will you be able to
Oh,
open
yeah.
up their bag?
Sure, why not?
How would
Yeah,
that
I
work?
wonder how that's gonna work.
Well, yeah, I guess it would be like, how do you know that they got
Interesting.
killed? Like, if they just like fell down and died, if you loot their corpse, is it against the law?
Well,
I guess
killing
we'll find
people
out.
is
Oh.
usually against the law.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
I said
if you
like,
find someone that's already dead,
like if you
Oh.
if you see me up
Just-
there going, hey, y'all,
When-
watch this, and then I fall to my death. Can you loot my body really
hold
legally?
my beer.
hold my scotch. I'll be right back. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
An
accidentally fell off that cliff.
An interesting future question.
yeah.
I guess
We'll
we'll
have to-
find.
we'll
I guess
have
we'll
to look at
find out soon.
Are we?
But
Are
now
we
that we
going
have
to have?
inventory, you're right.
What I want to know is, are we going to have a mining Q&A, like an FPS mining Q&A? Oh, thanks for the bits.
It's like fuzzy beats. Ira.
Well, that's kind of what the Inside Star Citizens are, going over all those details as it develops, and they showed us some pretty cool stuff last week with at how you mine and using the mining the multi-tool and the mining attachment, buying it, attaching the mining attachment to it, which is interesting because that's one of the things leading towards future other career gameplay like salvage with the multi-tool. So you have a mining attachment or you'll have a salvage attachment down the road. So that's kind of leading towards that the next steps in other careers. Now that we have this, the first harvestables and personal inventories.
Yeah,
Right.
and one of the things that we were discussing earlier was, harvestables are what we can store in our backpacks right now, and it was mentioned it was called commodities. So, it'd be interesting to hear how they define things as they come out. So right now in our backpacks, we can put in fruit, fruit and nuts or whatever you grab off of these plants, as well as the stuff that we're harvesting from these FPS nodes. But I mean, what's next?
Shouldn't
Because
really matter.
say again.
Sorry, no, I was muted,
He's
and
back.
then I just demuted myself.
Nice. So
Demuted.
demuted.
The man
unmuted?
the man who's so critical in English. That was good. That was good. Anyway, moving right along.
So going back to the point, what else are we going to be able to carry? Because right now you've got attachment
All of
points for utilities. So, whether that's med pens or whether that's grenades or what have you on your body. When they said that all armor will be able to have some amount of personal inventory.
Some
and-
personal inventory.
Right.
Yeah.
So how is that going to change from attachments? So I'm really looking forward to how this system works, because right now it's based upon you go into your mobiGlas and you change what you have, and we're looking to move towards complete physicalized inventory. So we've got a really neat road to go down, and I'm curious to see how that plays out. Last
Yeah,
week
so
we were
I
trying to
guess-
figure out. I was thinking last week we were trying to figure out, do you actually pick up a mineable, an FPS mineable, or does it just, automatically come back through your tool at some kind of attractor point? And we've learned this week
Well-
that it was you pick it up, so it's a nice evolution.
Yeah, and seeing all these steps, really explaining what their what the mechanic is, and how you pick it up and how you stow it, and then put it into a box, and then like Mystic and I were talking earlier, she'd mentioned the Ranger, which is supposed to carry 3 of the small mission boxes. So that's one of the things where you can go drive around on one of the Ranger bikes when we get those someday, hopefully soon, and be able to mine a lot of stuff, and then put it into a box, mine some more, put it into another box, put the box onto your Ranger, and then drive back to your ship or to an outpost or wherever, and take all your harvestables and sell them.
Yeah. The other thing about the repair tool is, or the multi-tool, is you can have the repair attachment soon. That's going to be nice.
Well, that's right. Yeah, repair is another one coming up. That's going to be another attachment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be handy.
Yeah. Really handy.
Especially the way some of you fly.
I'm pretty sure you can't reattach.
Look who's
Lots of
talking.
Like, give me some duct tape and a multi-tool. I'll fix it.
But I don't think we're going to be able to repair everything, right? Just like with medical, you know, there's going to be different bays for repairing your body. You probably can't sit there with, you know, a destroyed freelancer and just for 20 minutes and all of a sudden it's pristine again.
That might take you a while.
What you will
might
be
take you a
able
while.
to do is go out and fix the thrusters that get shot during combat.
The little thrust. Yeah, the thrust.
Yeah.
Could totally do that.
The things that you totally need.
You mean I can't like put my foot on Stim's chest and try and weld his arm back on?
Maybe.
As long as it's a mechanical arm, we're okay.
Citizen
But it hurts.
says,
It hurts.
Andy for putting wheels back on the Cyclone. It's like,
Yeah.
I wonder are we going to have to carry spare wheels someplace, or will a multi-tool rebuild an entire wheel from scratch? I don't think it's
That
going
would
to
be cool.
do that. I think that's going to be more like the components. So, like, part of repair is replacing components and subcomponents, and the actual repair tool,
So
the
what you're
multi-tool
telling me
is just going to repair like hull sections.
900 years from now, we don't have fix-a-flat? Is that what you're telling me?
Apparently,
problem is the
they have
wheel
rubber
comes
tires.
If I had a
they're not
dollar
rubber
for every
tires.
time somebody said, you know, you'd think within 900 years we'd be able to do this.
That's
You
like one of
have
my
at
favorite things
least
to say.
$20.
You'd think of
We'd have this or
900
that.
All right, moving right along.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe if you can find that wheel in the first place, maybe you'll be able to put it back on.
Yeah,
But,
that's a
I
good
mean,
point, because when they go off, they definitely...
This is total conjecture.
I wonder about the fruits and plants and how much you'll actually make from that, or is this really something that's for entry level players? And from a time invested to income, how much are you really going to make on an hourly basis? Are you going to be able to make 10,000 or 15,000?
The only thing people are going to be doing, at least in the first few weeks, is going to be picking up everything and trying to eat it. The second thing they're going to do is throw it down and try and shoot it, or use it as a weapon. So you can pretty much guarantee that's what's going to happen. But no, I think it's
Like
obviously there for
basketball
a
with
reason.
fruit.
Right.
Well,
it's obviously
right? You're going to love it, Jordan. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
So there's
Well,
been
if
a
you
lot of
could start a food
discussion.
fight, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, if they'd actually explode when they hit somebody. There's been a lot of discussion on pricing and how much it's worth and you know, whether or not mining is going to be worthwhile and FPS mining is going to be worthwhile. And so if you only get, let's say, you know, 7 or 20 credits per, you know, little rock that you sell, is it going to be worthwhile? And you know, there's a bunch of discussion points there, but the first one is it was mentioned, like, and unfortunately I can't remember the dev's name who mentioned it, but he was saying that the rocks that you find are going to be really valuable, especially if you're out at asteroids. They're saying that in fact, they're going to want you to get out of your ship, a prospector, take that risk. Apparently it's going to be worthwhile to take that risk to get out of your prospector, to go to mine that FPS node that's on the asteroid, then get back in your ship and then mine the rest of the asteroid.
Yeah, they said that's version 1. Yeah, version 1. You saw the little crystals break off, and then you pick them up. That's like, if anyone's played Space Engineers, that's like the most annoying part about when you first start, is when you're trying to mine an asteroid in space and shit's just going everywhere. Yeah. See, in Space Engineers, you just slam the F button and pick it up. Here, you actually got to click on it, catch it, hit stow. That's gonna be.
Well, actually, you'll be able to just click the F button, and it'll automatically just pick it up and
Does
stow
that
it.
work?
Yeah, some people were talking about that last week. That's actually in game now.
Really?
That certain basic functions, if there's a menu, if you just tap F, it'll actually do that top level function.
Oh, nice.
So I
Okay.
don't know if
Well,
you've
that's
actually
good.
tried that, but
Yeah, because that would be.
some people were talking about that last week. I think it was right after the show, because that was the topic of conversation. How many steps are you going to have to take to?
Hey, Neil
all
Vexen.
these
Hey,
stuff
thanks
to
for the tip, Neil Vexen.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mel Vexen.
That's
I have a
$25
feeling
bucks. I think you know what
I
you
have
can
a
do with that.
Basketball's coming.
So just in
Oh, wait,
for anybody,
actually, Pixel owes us one from last week.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, let me
Pixel-
explain what's going on. So if you haven't joined us yet before, what happens if you do donate $25 or more, you get to rename one of the hosts and you get to choose your name. You tell our beloved mod, T Nightster, what it is. He passes that information on to me and we get a new name in. If you want to rename someone, you can have a secondary opportunity to do that midway through the show to rename another host, again, for the same price. Any money that comes into us, we immediately turn it around and give it back to you guys in the form of ship giveaways. What we do have to do, though, is we do have to fix that, what we're actually at with our meter there, with our mystery giveaway that we have for today. So, Chet, if you can tell us what our balance is at.
Un momento, por favor. I don't know what that means, but I think.
Just one moment, please. Captain Obvious says. Okay. So.
Thanks for the follows, guys. There's a couple follows there. I didn't see.
Yeah, perfect. So
we're at a whole whopping $39. Well, actually, the
plus,
two. Yeah, plus what just came in.
We just got 25 from Nil. So that's good. So can you go ahead and change it in Streamlabs since you're there?
No, I'm not in Streamlabs.
Yeah, okay.
I'm in.
Okay.
I looked at the PayPal account. So.
Okay,
Doc, are you back?
I'll change it in a second.
We'll get there.
No, Doc's muted again.
Anybody hear Doc? Nope.
No.
Still no sound?
He's lighting up again. Yeah, he's lighting up.
Gosh.
Come on,
No.
Doc. Come back to us.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
He's not lighting up.
So garbage.
Oh,
Discord.
there he is.
Okay, we
There
got
he
you.
is.
Yay!
Yeah,
There's the angry little
it's totally Discord's been just totally taking a crap.
It's like every 5 minutes it
It's
disconnects me, and then it gives me an RTC connect error.
Yeah, that's what it was giving me earlier too. Like it hasn't dropped lately. Yeah, it's really been crapping out all week. So I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully they'll get that fixed. Moving right along.
Let's get back on
Lighting.
mining. So
What's the next video?
hold on, I'm not quite ready to move on yet. So
Okay.
people are questioning the value. Hold on, people are questioning the value of FPS mining, and they're saying, is this something you're just going to do before you start out, before you can do real mining, like get in a prospector? And that's not the case, clearly, because if you are motivated to get out of your prospector to mine an FPS,
Thanks for the
rock
sub, Nil.
that's on a thing, Anyway, there's the answer.
thanks for the sub, buddy.
So. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on.
But-
Thanks for the sub, Nil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sick.
It's awesome.
But it is
Actually game.
it is intended as a first level career for people who don't have prospectors or people who just have an Aurora. Or
It totally is, but it's probably going to be
even
lucrative.
if you have a prospector.
Yeah.
It's worth doing.
yeah,
Well, I mean, think about it. You're going down
higher
into caves and you're gonna be able to find some rare stuff. That's just
Right.
in itself. So yeah,
Yeah.
And they said that the further into the caves, the more stuff you'll.
Right.
the better it gets.
Better stuff you find. Yeah.
So Pix,
Like,
you have
a
to.
few different ones.
The Pixel wants to. Who are you
We try to
renaming?
convey the level
He
of
was
power that
renaming
you're
somebody
using
Reboot.
with the rock, because obviously if you use too much, then the rock will be
That seems to
destroyed.
be the
If
synopsis
you use
of
too
the
little,
show.
you'll just never be able to mine anything out of
Where,
it.
where are we moving?
One of
So-
those days. Reboot for Shadowkin.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shidoken?
Yep. Said
Shed Zero.
Yes.
Shed Zero can.
Kazama Zero. Anyway. Rock candy top poop piles. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. The same thing, Genitonic. I'm like, is that that's some creative animals there.
Yeah. An interesting mineral rich diet.
Yeah, right.
All right. So this video, I've got it muted, but the purpose for this video really was to show a little bit about the audio. So I'm just going to take it to the beginning and play it. The hosts won't be able to hear the video, but I'm just going to play it for about 15 seconds.
We've tried to convey the level of power
You can make
that
a-
you're
you can
using
make a
with
burn
the
noise.
rock, because
Yeah.
obviously if you use too much, then the rock will be destroyed. If you use too little,
But they're hearing you.
All right.
I-
Yeah.
We're not gonna-
I should have muted
The
Ben
point was
when
to
I
let
did
them
that.
listen to the actual sound.
Well, they can always listen to it on their own time. Let's just say it sounds
Oh,
really
dear.
cool.
Okay, so it sounds good. I think we can all agree it sounds really good. I like how they put the time into making it sound really good. What do you guys think of the
Well, and-
whole sort of rotary action of the
I
mining
think it's cool. It
tool?
gives more visual interaction. But one of the important things about the sound that they were talking about during the Inside Star Citizen was that there'll be different sound cues for, because you can, just like with prospector mining now, you can overpower or underpower, and there'll be a sound cue for when you're dialed into the correct power levels. So in addition to watching the meters, you'll also have sound that'll be cueing you to be dialed into the right amount of power for the mining laser.
Hmm. Yeah, I thought that was kind of neat.
But they put a lot of thought into
So you know when you're gonna blow the rock up right in front of you, it's gonna go shit.
Yep, just like the prospector does, and
Yep.
wipe you out and everybody around you.
Stand close. Why is
Yeah.
it glowing like that? What's that noise? Yeah.
The rule's gonna be don't stand near a noob miner.
Yeah. That's
It's like don't mine near one now.
Centellian was asking if only the prospector can scan the nodes on asteroids, so that when you're in space and you're scanning for mineable asteroids, the prospector has that capability. But once you get up to it, if you see those kind of crystalline veins in it, I don't know if that's going to show up on the mineral scan, or if you just have to
Probably.
actually eyeball that.
Well, they
and then
said
you'll have to get
scanning's,
out of your
scanning's like a
prospector.
version 2 thing. So
Yeah, so we don't know if it's going to have that level of granularity in the scanning, if it's going to tell you that there's some quantum fuel minerals that are in those rocks, and you will have to get out and EVA over to it and use your hand tool to collect those crystals.
All right.
running
And
the numbers, so.
the last video we got for
We
Inside
have.
Star Citizen. thank you, Mr. English. Yo, I got for you this video right here.
I hear a cat. I see a cat.
So this one's about
You
the
guys make
lighting.
videos.
And guys, I want to get your impressions of the lighting.
Glow sticks.
Yeah, let's talk about the glow sticks in a second. What do you think? What do you think about the?
That's all it's gonna be.
Wait, hold on. We have important show business.
Oh,
Sam needs to change Shadow's name.
Oh,
Oh
What is
yes, yes.
what is it going to? Where is
Reboot.
it posted?
Reboot.
Reboot. Shadow is supposed to be
What you do with
reboot.
zeros? What you do with zeros? Not like it's gonna matter with that. No, as soon as I saw the glow stick, I was like, yes. Cave raid parties.
It's not really a glow stick.
Oh, it's close enough.
Oh, Centellian was asking whether or not the scanning, you can scan with it like a Titan or some other type of ship, and I don't think that they have scanners that are calibrated for minerals, and that's one of the things that Kirk Tomei talked about. I think it was last year or the year before about I think it was last year about the development of the scanning mechanics. Is that most ships just have basic radar, and exploration ships will have more specialized radar for exploration of different sorts, and mining ships have radar that's tuned for mineral scanning. So at this point, for the foreseeable future, oh, thanks, Aodine.
Thanks, Aodine.
Awesome
That's a-
tip.
that's a
Awesome
great
Some
number.
subliminal tipping numbers in there.
So if you're wanting to do the FPS mining, it's really going to be at least for now limited to the caves and looking physically by eyeball for rocks that have little crystalline structures in them.
Okay, and then
And I love the lighting. So they're showing the flashlight and how they've adjusted the lighting. It doesn't overpower the textures and flatten it out, which is the problem that they were having before. So
Right.
that's looking really good. And then the glow sticks. and this was interesting too. So it's showing going up on top and finding glow stick. So there's going to be things lying around all over the place to collect.
So Xylo, we want multiple colored glow sticks. We want them to flash and flicker. We would like them also to be able to hold multiple ones together and be able to put feet in our body. Just letting you know.
They're
So we're expecting.
flares. They're not glow sticks.
They're freaking glow sticks.
Glow sticks. They're not flaring. It's not a
They're
chemical flare.
flares.
It's gonna be a glow stick.
It's not a
so
glow stick.
top. That's what we're using.
Slam
light-
Dunk King.
It's a light stick.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. If you crack it open, is there a liquid inside? And if you drink it,
No.
do you get sick?
It doesn't
No.
look
Then what's
like-
inside?
So
It's
it's a
a
light
light.
stick.
Electronics. Probably LEDs.
Well, that's actually better because then it never goes out. Yeah.
Exactly.
You see, everyone else has got.
You can just rave forever.
That's right.
LEDs don't necessarily last forever. You still have a power source. They just last for a very long time.
Oh, a slam dunk king. Yes.
So that was Pixels from last week.
That's
I think. Do we have the rename coming in
I
from
thought
Novexin?
Adidane, Mom, reboot was mine for last week. Anyway. So
Or
do
from
we?
Aodine?
do we-
From Aodine, we need a new name. You need to name
I
somebody.
thought he did Slam Dunk King.
No, I think that was
did Slam
from.
Dunk.
I think that
No,
was
you're good.
from Pixel. Pixel 8.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
Eraserhead's asking if anybody has a six. Kind of off topic, but he just bought a 600, only to find out that he can't get in it. The elevators inside don't open. So
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, the elevators in the 600 are very buggy. If you get in the elevator and it goes up to the top level to the bridge level, you can just walk through the door, but then you can't get back into the elevator to get out. So unfortunately, that's really bad in this patch. So hopefully in 3.7 they'll have that fixed. Most patches they've mostly worked, but that's unfortunately alpha. So yeah, that's not
Wasn't
not
that
just
where
you,
just
not just the
claim it?
ship.
Well, I thought there was a thing where you could just claim it and it helped.
Well, that's if things are missing, and sometimes that fixes it.
Oh, okay.
But in 3.6 in particular, that's been an especially badly broken problem in the 600s. The elevators are just a mess, which sucks because I have the 600 and I love that ship too. And
Tim, I promise I bathed
super annoying.
recently.
What was that, Dr. Murray?
I promised I bathed recently.
So it's just, I don't know
It's
why
because
he's
the
way
names
over
are
there.
so big. The names are so big, but we can move you in.
Okay.
There we
He's
go.
massive.
If you want to feel included.
Font size.
Oh, come on over here, buddy.
Yay!
That
Hey, look, we have the black bar. That black bar is important.
black bar is important.
It's funny because now I can actually see how Stim had it, and it makes more sense. Anyway,
Handle says that the 600 elevator doors are linked to the lock-unlock setting of the ship. So potentially, if you go and you unlock it, maybe they'll work. I don't know.
It's hard
Really?
to get on the ship if they don't work.
But you can go up and you can actually walk through the glass door. So it lets you walk out of the elevator most of the time, and so you can get over to the bridge and take off and fly. But you just can't ever get back into the elevator. But I didn't try totally unlocking it that I recall, and I haven't been in it a lot in 3.6 because I've been flying my 890.
release him. CCU to the hammerhead.
So just to clarify, reboot. Jordan's name to reboot was from Pixel 8. Slam Dunk King was
Shep.
from Novexin,
No.
and Aodine is coming up with one. So we're gonna get a new name for somebody. Somebody special is getting a new name. Oh no, Frisket. What's Frisket?
Frisket. Is that a
Oh,
frisky
dear.
Trisket? Whatever that is.
Ew.
Ew.
That's good.
You know what that means in certain circles?
I don't want to know. I don't
Okay.
I don't want to know now.
Character from Reboot. Whatever that is. Whatever Reboot is.
Oh,
All right, so
okay.
moving right along.
Anyway, move right along.
That's good. Well done.
Moving
Okay.
right along.
All right. So after
What's
after
next?
Thursday came what day? Skill
Friday.
testing question.
Friday?
Friday. And what did we get in the Friday? We got a roadmap.
Yeah. We got Star
Roadmap
Citizen
updates?
Live.
Yeah. So we got updates. So 3.7 advanced by 1%, so it's now 85% done.
And it went
so we've got a little ways to go.
Officially.
Now, we're getting 3.7 on
wait,
October 10th,
look,
right?
Right there on the roadmap. It says
What?
glow sticks.
What?
Look, right there. Right there.
Glow
That
sticks.
way, or that way.
Oh my goodness.
Suck it.
Shadow wins one. Write this one down.
Okay, moving right along.
Because you'll never forget it. You won't let you. Anything to talk about on the roadmap, guys?
It's so
the
pretty.
We're
Defender's
getting
coming
close.
along. Defender's sitting at 58%.
Everything's in the Evocati right now
you
and
would think it would be a
being
little
tested.
bit further along than that.
Yeah.
All ships launch before they're complete. The 890 launched at 85, 87%. So
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty par for the
yeah,
course.
that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay.
And there's just last little stuff here and there.
And you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Glow sticks
Okay.
are done. You have to let us know how those work, Doc.
Oh, that's too funny. Okay, then
Weapon
after,
attachments too. What was new in the
Oh,
weapon attachments? Do
so-
you know?
And,
Yep.
actually, an interesting thing before we move on, the ship rentals. So that's coming out in 3.7. So we've got ship rentals and we've got mission. So those are a couple of big things that people haven't been talking about, but those are going to be pretty major developments for the next patch. Mission sharing and ship rentals. And ooh, nice shirt there, Doc. That looks like a Citizen
oh,
Con
Mr.
shirt.
Kraken. Very nice.
Nice. And so we heard today that either yesterday or today, some
Like the
some
most
leaks
great
were saying
Jesus, we're all pirates this week.
We're all pirates
Oh,
today, except for
all you
George.
piratey people.
Anyway,
So I'm a pirate today because the Drake Cutlass is winning the ship versus contest for today.
I'm
That's
a
why
pirate because
Fuck you
I'm
people.
going to buy a Mantis in 3 years when they actually do the ship sale. Yes, I said 87 days of showing the same ship 1 millimeter at a time, and it seems to have caught on in the Yacht Club channel. So yeah, but I'll buy 3 or 4 as soon as they come out. Xylo, want to hurry up on that? All right. Anyway,
So what do you
That
guys?
has
Okay,
nothing to do with that.
why don't we talk a little
His
bit?
head. Why are these guys always talking to me?
Why don't we talk a little bit about the Mantis launch since we kind of got onto the subject? So
It
What
hasn't
do you guys-
launched yet.
what? Do you, no,
It's
well,
launching.
it's on its way.
It's-
It's on its way.
it's almost
Been slowly launching for 2 weeks and pissing the entire community off.
So what do we know? It's coming out October 10th with.
We don't know
3.7.
that. It could come out
Do we know that?
tomorrow.
Okay, it could.
We-
Where do you get
we
October
suspect it's
10th?
3.7.
Okay. So
At the same
so
time, with
currently
3.7.
the assumptions are that we're going to get the concierge sale tomorrow, probably, and the everybody sale on Friday, probably, and then it will go live because it is flyable. It's going to go to Evocati next week. We're thinking are the rumors on the leaks, and then it will be released. We don't know if it's going to be open PTU or fully live October 10th for the anniversary sale.
But Jordan, we said we were getting it
Oh.
last week. We thought we were.
Yeah,
getting it on
I-
Friday.
We thought we were getting it last week, and CIG screwed everybody over.
Well, that shows you for listening to a bunch of drunk guys on Twitch. Talking
That's
about
true, right? and 95% of the community, because like over the past 2 years, all but maybe 2 hyped up and launched that same week, and then we had 2 that took 2 weeks to launch. So
So this
we're,
sucker's
we're
going straight
going
to fly.
by
That's what you're
statistical
telling me.
data.
Yeah, it's
It's
going straight to Flyover.
Trends
Yeah,
and
it is
patterns.
God,
Yes,
people are gonna be
so-
Yeah.
We don't.
We're-
We don't need to rant about statistics.
Yes.
What do you
This
think
ship
the Z value and the P value are? in the
Oh,
statistical
come on.
analysis?
No idea what you're talking about. But
He doesn't even know what a
Roosevelt.
Zed is. He's like, Zed? What is that?
but
Hey, just because I
releasing
say it right.
from
Well, you
the
did. You said it right. I'm impressed.
That is the right way. Anyway,
You didn't say like Zed.
So there was a
Gecko?
Newsweek article
Zud.
about the Mantis. We have a link to the Newsweek article.
Why
about
don't we,
the
why
Mantis.
don't we
It's
bring
actually
that up there?
down.
Okay.
But
well,
what released was quoting from that it launches in bleeding edge Evocati testing later this week and is planned to be on live servers sometime around the game's anniversary on October 10th. In the months ahead, then CIG has many plans for the future of this ship and its hallmark features. So that is quoted from the Newsweek article that I think came out yesterday or the day before.
Newsweek.
so that's where we
Newsweek.
got October 10th from.
Yes.
Yep.
CIG
October
has been
10th
releasing
and glow sticks.
to
Yeah.
Newsweek lately. Yes.
There we go. Okay, let's get back to the Mantis in a second. Let's go on to the newsletter. Let's hop into Friday very quickly, because at that point we were still getting releases
Lots
of
of
what
stuff
the
on
Mantis
Friday.
would look like. So
1 millimeter at a time.
it's my best segue ever. So Pirate Swarm. Apparently, if you defeat Pirate Swarm, you will be able to unlock the Caterpillar Pirate skin for the second time.
The pirate cat. Yar.
Yar.
No CCU though is what I'm hearing. So it kind of sucks.
What is it?
No CCU. When I did it, I got a CCU, which was nice.
Hmm.
But that was the first time.
Oh,
I did
CCU Caterpillar to the. So it's
Yeah,
like
from
an
something
actual
to a
change.
pirate cat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I got in fact, I got a Caterpillar to Pirate Caterpillar $0 CCU
Meow.
way back in the day.
Sorry, son of a little.
And then we got a sneak peek. Okay, so yeah, so that is the announcement there, talking about how you can unlock the Pirate Caterpillar. And if you mouse over the pledge store here, you can't see it. It actually says in the link that it's the Caterpillar Pirate Edition. And if you click on it, it actually takes you through to Caterpillar Pirate Edition. Now, I haven't cleared Pirate Swarm, so I can't click on it to get through, but that's your
So
process.
Xylos says wait until Pirate Swarm in 3.7.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
right.
can do it now.
So apparently,
They are making changes.
so what I heard
Has
is
anyone noticed the shows the stores updated?
Which story?
Pledge store. Standalone.
Yeah.
Ship. There's a bunch of shit in there that wasn't there this morning.
Yeah, they added the showdown ships.
Showdown. Okay. Sorry. Moving right along.
so
But
what
lest
I
you
had
despair
heard.
in the face of swashbuckling mayhem, remember, the adventures that really measure your chains often yield the most compelling booty. In a pirate accent.
Xylo's talking about booty on our show. I love it.
Pirate booty.
Yar, Xylo, that was good. So I heard that they were improving, they're getting rid of the jankiness of Pirate Swarm, because it's been pretty janky lately, and I wonder if that's because they've been working on it in the background. And then there was also something mentioned in the newsletter here that prepare your trigger finger for new challenges and surprises being added to the game mode soon. So we'll see what we get. That's exciting.
Lots of shooty.
We know that the new Good Doctor FPS map is coming out,
Yep.
which is pretty cool looking because it's on a planet. We've got some screenshots of that.
We do have screenshots of that. Yeah, that looked really cool. Although it looked like a massive kill zone because it was just all open.
Yeah.
Well, there was some interior stuff as well. We don't have the shots of the interior stuff.
Nice.
So where are those shots? I can put them up.
Probably further down. No, they should be right. I don't know where I put them.
Okay, when you find them, I will put them up.
We don't have time for this. Next.
In the meanwhile,
Yeah.
we
In the
have
meanwhile.
the sneak
Sneak peek.
peek, and the sneak peek is beautiful. It's
A
always
gun.
beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Where
It's a gurn.
did I put that?
It's a gun. So it's
It's Canadian for.
It's a gurn.
so which gun is this? It's the Kron
Look-
something.
It looks like a ship weapon.
Oh, there it is. It's on
Hmm.
Saturday. Evocati Leaks new FPS map.
Okay, it's for Saturday.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. What it
Cuddy
is.
Leaks, new FPS map. Okay.
So can we CC you to
Okay, there it is.
the showdown ships and get?
Some of them.
Some of them.
So that's
I might be busy later.
a picture of the new FPS map.
And so it
Now-
looks
Yeah,
like
like
it's on
a-
person.
Hey,
Hey,
hold on.
Scully, gorgeous.
We've been asking this for a while. Something that's actually outside, and you've got a little
Yeah,
bit of
right.
little bit of room. That's
On an
great.
actual planet.
Yeah, I wonder
Looks
how
good.
big the map is. You know, like, can you go
think they said it
off
wasn't
to a
a
range
real
and
Oh, it'd be
snipe?
good to actually use a
I
sniper
don't think it was a
rifle
very
for
large.
once.
I think they said it
no,
wasn't a very large
NDA.
map. So I'm not really
It's
sure.
not a huge map. I still haven't
Okay.
seen it, so I don't know.
But is there a boundary? Like, can I go up onto that tower on the left there and camp
Assuming
it?
there's some
Because
kind of
I'm
boundary.
a
but
terrible player, so I'd
They,
go
they
camp
said it.
somewhere.
They said it wasn't very large, so there must be some kind of boundary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Must be.
Okay,
Must
and there's one more. That's
Yeah,
a
this-
nice kind of open area with stairs to hide behind, and
Yeah, and there's a building that you can go into in there.
Silo says no, you can't go to that tower.
Aw.
okay, now it's good to know.
Yes, but there must be some kind of
there goes
boundary
your whole gameplay
right around
mechanic.
this compound.
It's my whole strategy.
I-
Go hide and
don't-
snipe.
I don't condone the leak sharing, so just so you know.
Doc
Are there
had nothing to do with
leaks?
Doc had nothing to do with the leaks.
These aren't leaks,
That,
are they?
that was all me. And we're
Well-
only showing pretty pictures.
Yeah, and we're getting this really
We just
soon,
like
so
pictures.
it's not an NDA thing.
Silo
didn't
says
know these
sharing
were
No,
leaks.
it's-
How dare
It's
you?
all
I
it's
thought
all-
we got these
it's all
emailed
NDA,
to
but
us.
Well, it's all
no,
from
this-
Reddit,
this-
right? I mean, this is already
it's-
leaked, so
yeah,
it's not.
it's from Reddit and the Leaks Discord. So yeah, but we just like showing pretty pictures to get people all hyped up and excited about stuff because this is exciting. And I've been playing some
Hypeable.
Submarine here lately with some people, and I've been having fun.
And how have you been enjoying that? Like, what's got you
Now!
excited about it?
He's innocent.
Dr.
Cover
Murray,
up,
you're
Dr.
in
Murray. He's not really here.
trouble.
Oh wait, he's on the wrong side. Cover up, Dr. Murray over here.
All right.
What's next?
Okay, Star Citizen Live.
Hey, Joe, check show chat
Oh.
real quick.
What's that?
I don't know if we can say anything about that.
About what?
Anyway,
Nope.
moving right along. No?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't think so. All right. Nothing to see, moving right along.
What is this, Jordan?
That's
Nothing
under
will-
your that's under your other NDA.
Yep.
This was a link in the show notes.
At
At this point?
that was just the Reddit link to all the notes that I pulled out. That was somebody else who took really detailed notes.
Oh, perfect. Okay. All right. Well, let's
So
go
let's go
back to our talking scene, and let's
No more leaks. We're done with the leaks. We're
the leaks.
just going right on to Star Citizen Live.
Yeah. So on Friday, of course, every week we get Star Citizen Live, and they were talking a little bit about lore. Guys, I watched some of this, but I really took advantage of Noobifier's breakdown as well as a couple of other breakdowns on this one. So, anybody want to talk a little bit about Star Citizen Live?
Well,
Newborn diapers are very anti-leak, just so you know.
No, what was the one Dragger had earlier? That was really good. He said I recently got a new job at the zoo. He circumcises elephants.
Yeah.
He said that the pay is terrible, but the tips are freaking enormous. I'm so fired for that one. Anyway, moving right along. Yes, you are.
Anyhow,
officially
yes,
fired, Dragger.
moving right along here.
Delete
Yeah,
your
so
account. Yes.
we've got notes on some of the more pertinent questions, so we could like roundtable some of these notes if anybody wants to take some of these. We got the Drake lore conflicts. They were talking about how referring to the previous week where John Crew was talking about variations in how Drake has been described in the lore, and some people say they're cheap and shoddy and held together with Drake tape and baling wire and whatnot.
Drake tape.
And
Drake tape. That's a good one. I didn't know that.
from the lore standpoint, because the show is all about the lore and Weissbaum and Dave Haddock, and they were talking about how the lore is written in the brochures and the marketing from the in-game in fiction by the company, but it has to maintain some level of accuracy because backers make their pledge decision on this information, which I think is important, and not to jump sideways onto the 890 and how certain things were kind of oversold, and disappointed some of the extremist owners, but all of the things that CIG says about the ships, and they might be written in somewhat hyperbole, marketing speak to sell the ships, but really the backers are making their pledge decisions based on what CIG is talking about, what ships are going to be in the overall balanced ship universe a year or 2 or 3 or 4 years down the road. So it is important to have a good understanding of what the ships really are, and they're not like the Drake ships aren't paper tigers. They're just inexpensively made to do a good job. They're inexpensive to maintain, repair,
They're
um,
bespoke for a
but
reason.
yeah,
Go with that.
but they're good ships overall.
Mhm.
And then
Well,
a
we were
little bit
saying
about
before how
the
Morphologist, did a really great review on the Drake Cutlass, especially, and how it's a great ship. I mean, it really is an awesome ship, and that's why it's winning. It's why it's
the
it's something like 3.5 to 1.3
It's
K
ridiculously
votes
versatile.
today.
for-
I mean,
it's up
it's
to
so
it's up to
versatile. That's the
4,000.
thing.
Okay.
It could be a
Last time
pile of
you-
crap looking, but it's so versatile. That's the thing. That
Yeah,
ship you can do just
Cutlass
about
is
a
by
little
far
bit.
probably the best ship for the money in the game, by
I-
far.
Yeah.
For
Well, except for the 890.
for
That's right.
well, for the money, you're talking about a whole different amount of money.
And we thought that the Cutlass was going to go up in price when it was
did.
redone, and it
I
didn't
did not.
move a
It
dollar.
grew a lot. Yeah,
I
the
did
Avenger.
not.
The Avenger 2 is a
It grew a lot.
close second. Hendall, that's a good point.
That the Avenger
Avenger's really-
for the money is absolutely the best
Oh, yeah.
starter. Absolutely the best.
Oh,
but
100%,
you're talking about an entirely different class of ships. You're talking about going from a starter
Well,
Aurora
yeah, you
Mustang
said for the money.
you're-
Though.
right. So your best first upgrade from an Aurora or a Mustang is to an Avenger Titan, because you get 8 SCU, you get much more capabilities, you get a cabin, you get a bed, you have better weapons, you've got a better view. It's a phenomenal ship for an extra $20, $25. But then if you go up from a $60 ship to a $100 ship, it's a pretty significant upgrade for a new backer.
Mystic Star, 6 months.
Thanks, Mystic.
We love the
Woo.
long one.
And
Those are the good ones. Anyway, good.
but just goes to show how long we've been streaming. We've been going for like 6 months, which is crazy.
It's amazing. Blows me away.
Mhm.
We started
Yeah.
started in March.
February 27th.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. March 3rd
Yes, it
was our
was.
first show.
No, we
There was
did it
there was
February.
zero.
I'll fight you.
There was
Come at me,
zero
I'll
show.
cut you.
Y'all started before me. Even
We did a show in February.
y'all did. You did a test
Dorian,
show.
first time subscribing.
Hey,
Thanks, Dorian.
Dorian, nice one.
Awesome.
Who's this Dorian Skyfire?
He's an awesome guy.
Everybody loves Dorian. And
Yeah,
All right.
I can see him around, buddy.
so so like for $100 for a 35 meter ship, I mean it's a big upgrade from a Titan, but it's absolutely a tremendous ship.
I just don't think it was fair to put the 300i up against the Cutlass.
Yeah, I would totally agree, because
They don't compete.
No,
They're not
Yeah.
the same class.
Yeah,
Or
but I
gaming
they're
class.
not the same price category. They're not in the same class. There's nothing.
Well, okay, so what?
no,
Okay,
no.
so what would we put up against the Cutlass?
Freelancer.
Freelancer.
Cutlass and Freelancer are the two competitors, and then
Yeah.
someday the Mercury, even though that's a little bigger ship. But
No, the Mercury is more of a Connie competitor.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's because I think the Mercury's 40 meters, 40,
Yeah.
45 meters.
But it's
So
wide.
it's bigger than a Freelancer, and quite a
I'm
bit
just
bigger
thinking
than
the
a Cutlass.
layout. I'm just thinking
But-
like pilot layout, gun. Has a turret, has
Well,
cargo.
It really, those are the only ships that are in that class, and that's one of the things that I've been saying is that, and most of the other backers that I talk to, at all levels, from entry level to the high level backers, the most needed class of ships for the community are those ships in that 35 meter to 45 meter size range. The Cutlass, the Freelancer.
Well, they couldn't have put it
The
against the
Mercury.
Vanguard. It just would have lost. Everything would have lost.
It's a totally different ship. The Vanguard's not a cargo ship. It's a heavy fighter. There are so few ships in that class that the Cutlass and the Freelancer are pretty much it. And yeah, you have 3 or 4 variants of the Freelancer, but you don't have anything from so many other ship manufacturers that could compete in similar roles of cargo exploration, multi-purpose. Oh, we've talked for a long time about the Origin 400 series, where Origin should have a ship in that size class, and like the 35 to 40 meter class.
We are
it's all-
going down rabbit trails here, real quick.
Yeah, we are. We have no idea. where we're
Well, I
going.
mean, we're going from the Cutlass to comparisons, and the 300 series doesn't compare with the Cutlass. It's
Right.
not,
Okay,
not
so
a
we can
comparison.
move on.
Okay,
Well,
moving on. This is normal for us, though, Doc.
I'm trying to repair our mystery giveaway dollar figure that we have.
Okay, well, you work on that, and who wants to take the Galactopedia question? Who's paying attention?
Galactopedia is still in progress. All right.
Yes.
That's not a question.
How about the next one?
More of an answer, but
How exclusively does the lore team work with the designers of game mechanics? The designers work closely with the lore they've created. All right. Why was that a question?
Well, it's like some people were asking, like how closely do the designers?
This is a problem with
compare the
school.
lore
People don't know how to answer. People don't even know how to ask questions properly.
Yeah, a lot of the questions are pretty overly obvious. Overly obvious.
I don't want to
But
be mean.
yeah, but some of these questions were interesting. The next question was kind of a follow on from that one, as far as explaining the interplay between the lore team and the environment art team. Why locations are missing things like Artcourt doesn't have its ocean, Yella doesn't have its underwater caves, and
Yeah.
that's really a technical iterative process where once the environmental tools get to that point, then they can add those things in. We're not going to have underwater caves until we have caves. So all these things are in the lore, and they build all of the environments and the planets and the moons step by step as the technology develops. So we will see a lot of future things changing even on the planets and moons that we have now. Thanks, Buster.
Thanks for the tip, Buster.
Woo!
$5.06. So what's the significance?
What's the
There's
6
gotta-
cents for?
There's
What,
gotta
wonder
be-
what that means.
There's got to be something.
Yeah.
It's probably Klingon for Kapla or something.
No, that's Klingon.
Okay.
Oh, she wanted to even the number because the number
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
there was
Perfect.
some change. Yes.
Okay, we're still busy fixing the numbers. So
Ex-
We just-
excellent.
it's not going to be
Excellent
even.
evening. So just round it off to something there so it looks even.
We gotta be close.
Doc, do you want to take the quantum fuel one? There's a lot of answers on that one. They went into a lot of depth, and it's a whole new information, really.
All right. Can you elaborate on the lore of quantum fuel? Yes. Next question. No. Okay. So particles called transients that bend space and mass around themselves are apparently what quantum travel uses. Says that quantum fuel needs to be found in almost every system, rare for the price, but slightly common so players don't get stuck. The basic idea currently is there are particles called transients, which can bend space and mass around themselves. When discovered, they were very fleeting and hard to find, but scientists eventually were able to detect them in particle accelerators, colliders. Finding the transients would be stable, existing temporarily in transisotopes, where the transients would temporarily attach themselves onto atomic particles and exist, which was the way that humanity started harvesting them.
Right.
So that's a whole new lore that they've just now developed. They said, which is interesting.
Which is good.
Yeah, it's cool to have it explained so we kind of know how it works. But how did, so
Right.
that's for quantum fuel specifically.
Right.
So
Yes.
how does a
There's more.
starfarer then harvest quantum
doesn't.
fuel?
The Starfarer does
doesn't-
not harvest quantum fuel.
Oh.
They clarify that.
It may not. Or did they?
They said that it
It'd be
does
awesome
not
if you could put giant scoops
not
right on the front of it. Though.
harvest it because quantum fuel is a mineral. It's not a gas.
Yeah.
But the Starfarer may be able to refine quantum fuel that you manually harvest.
Yeah, it says using scanning players could find a rock that's iridium, but find that 5% of it includes the trans isotopes, which will need to be
Right.
harvested quickly, and they can't have too much energy put into them, or they'll devolve back into normal isotope.
Right.
This creates the high risk both in harvesting and transportation of the transients until they are refined into quantum fuel.
Which
Okay.
we believe the Starfarer still does that refining.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it does have a refinery, but I'm wondering if that's just going to be for the gas to turn it into like a neutral. We can use it in any system, because the way they explained the air system was if you go into a nebula of hydrogen and you soak up a bunch of hydrogen fuel, you can use that for your plasma. But if you go into an ammonia cloud and you soak up a bunch of ammonia, then you have to have it in a different tank from the hydrogen. So you use one up before the other. So I think the refinery in the Starfarer is just going to make it so that it's just a generic fuel.
Well, I think that
That
they
you
said
can
that it can refine the gases, the different kinds of gaseous fuel for regular engines, but it also had a quantum fuel refinery as well, because I think that's still listed on the Starfarer, and I think that Chris Roberts had that in his explanation of quantum travel back in
Yeah,
last November, thereabouts.
it's been a little while.
Next question. Where are we? What are they doing
Okay,
about ArcCorp?
Before we go on,
Oh.
this just in, hot off the press, and I think it's pretty
Uh-oh.
cool. It's definitely worth sharing. These are Buster the Destroyer's nails right now. Isn't that awesome?
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
I see that she drives a Nissan or an Infinity.
So what is that, like a
Yeah,
MISC
that turned
ship?
out really cool.
Or
It's
do you
an
think
anvil.
Nissan is Anvil?
Okay. Star Citizen, Anvil, and
Anvil and Star Citizen
Something else.
logo.
Yeah, really
see the other
nice.
one.
Really well done.
Very cool.
Wow.
No,
Are
the
those-
Kifa.
You're gonna get those tomorrow
But
now, aren't you?
my guess is, like, Buster, how did you do that?
She had somebody do it.
Very
So-
carefully.
She went to a nail artist.
It's too
and had them
precise.
do
That's
it.
got to be some kind of transfer on or something.
No, they freehand that shit.
I
Wow.
boldly went to a salon.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's really impressive.
freehand.
she
look
said
at
freehand. Freehand. Wow.
Wow.
Especially that Anvil one by freehand. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
That's
Wow.
really
Pretty cool.
impressive. Yeah, over $100, but
Sure.
under 200. So
But less than 200.
199.
I'd say well worth
195.
well worth that art.
Yeah,
4
really
hours
beautiful.
or
Awesome,
per
really
hours.
nice.
Yeah.
Now that is yacht club style right there. See, it doesn't matter what ships you love; it's the fact that you love the ships. Awesome, well done.
And
Buster.
that she's an Anvil fan, which means I like her even more now.
There we go.
Nothing wrong with Anvil.
Jared's got competition.
No, brother.
All right. So, where are we in the notes?
What are they doing?
He's
about
running the
ArcCorp
show, but he's
development?
asking where we're at.
What is
You were
Brooks'
supposed to run the show tonight.
I know, right?
like we're just a mess as always. We're always a mess.
Anyway.
What is the current state of Imperator Kilos Costigan? His term is coming to an end. So there's a 10-year term that the Imperators are elected for, and they can't be reelected. So we may hear something more about an election coming up.
And that's happening now?
Soon.
Soon. TM.
Soon.
Oh, I wonder if
Soon,
this
yeah.
is like dropping some lore for Squadron 42.
Nope. Squadron 42
Hot
takes place
dropping some
before.
Okay.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
not concurrent time wise.
No.
Okay.
It takes place in 2942.
900
And
years in the future.
the next question was how is ArcCorp sustaining its population, considering there is no vegetation?
Oh yeah, this is a
Support
great
a
question
functioning
that they
biosphere.
brought up. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and so there were actually a couple of parts of this. Part of it is like they're saying that everything is imported, and that's part of why these massive Hull E's are transporting foodstuffs from the breadbasket planets
Wouldn't it
to
make
planets
more
that don't
sense
produce these things.
to
That's
have
a lot of
skyscraper
Holies, man.
greenhouses?
And
A lot of
potentially
Hollies.
there's going to be some of that. Oh, thanks, Cyberwolf. Appreciate the
Resub.
resub there for 3 months.
Woo!
Nice one, Cyberwolf.
But then also there is going to be an ocean, and there are going to be some public spaces. So in the future there are going to be other areas where they might produce some foods, but still it's primarily becoming a completely industrialized planet, and they import almost everything.
Okay, so
Oh, dedicated to
just
KFC.
interrupt
Yeah.
time out for a second. We're at $85.
Oh.
If you take out, what Twitch has taken out of it. So we've got $85 to give away tonight for a ship so far.
So far.
So
Stay
All
tuned.
right.
We're only an hour and 6 minutes in.
I'm going to set a goal. We normally get most of the tips do come in within the first half of the show. So why don't we set to motivate people? Why don't we, what can we give away? What can we give away that is like 100, 120? The freelancers are in that range. Cutlasses are in that range. Do we have a cutlass to give away?
Ooh.
We can-
And since
can
we're
make
kind of
it
going
happen.
piratey today,
Arr!
Cutlass is a great giveaway.
Max.
cutlasses
We
are
can
always
do-
purchasable, aren't
We
they?
can do an LTI cutlass, yeah.
LTI cutlass? Nice. Okay, you've got one of those, Dr. Murray, for us?
I mean, I can make one.
Yeah.
Make one.
Okay, perfect.
We can always make
cutlass
one. Those are always available.
giveaway.
Yeah.
Infinite tokens.
Yeah, we seem to find them everywhere.
Boom.
Yeah. I still have like 20,
My
85
my
bucks.
buyback is starting
So
to look like I'm
what we need, guys, is we actually need $30 to hit that cutlass goal because
Golly.
Twitch takes half.
And you can
So-
rename Dr. Murray.
Yeah. Put it this way, I'll pay the additional $5 if somebody puts in 25 to
Ooh,
rename
nice.
somebody.
Yeah, make sure it's really
or
good.
to rename Dr. Murray, I'll throw in the other
Furry
$5.
cheetah pants or something. Go crazy.
Go crazy.
There we go. All right,
All
so
right.
back onto the rest of the show. So Hull E's are what are bringing that water and other supplies into Hurston to keep things moving. Is that right?
All,
No,
all the
ArcCorp.
foodstuffs.
Yeah, but I mean,
ArcCorp.
What
Yes,
about
Arccorp.
the water,
Arccorp.
though?
you think it's a massive.
There's supposed to be an
planet.
ocean on the planet. So,
Yes.
Okay, so they probably refine that.
There will be at some point.
I figure
but they
in
are
900
there.
years in the future, they'd be able to refine that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, but where are
They-
they going to put an ocean? The whole thing's city. They're just going to
Well, they're going to take out some of the city area.
Oh,
No,
and
yeah,
an
yeah,
ocean.
yeah. They're just going to take some of that out. It's just,
Well, I guess
currently
that
they
makes
just
sense.
covered the whole thing, and then they're going to, and there's a lot of changes that are going to come to ArcCorp over, I assume, the next year or so. As
It's
they,
going to flood. Shit, rain.
Next
big
question.
changes.
Oh yeah, next
Next
question.
Why
question.
do we not see nuclear weapons 900 years in the future?
Oh yeah, there was that question.
So
And then,
all I know is that they confirmed that nuclear weapons are still a thing, that we still have nuclear weapons.
Possibly see them with the military only. They're not civilian toys.
I want some. I'm gonna get my hands on some.
What are you going to do? You're going to have dirty bombs?
Yep.
Ew.
I'm gonna use them to blow up your 890 while you're in
Don't
it.
do it. Don't do it. You'll make Citizen Lou happy.
We're planning this together.
Okay, next question. Will there be artificial general intelligence android characters in lore? Like
Everybody knows the answer is
R2D2
no.
or C3PO?
Yeah, we already know this. No.
More like C3PO.
Yeah. Yeah, I think more like C-3PO, and
Protocol droids?
What was
Or
the reason
Cylon.
why
Yeah, and
they
the-
came
they're-
up- I remember
the answer didn't really make sense to me. There'll be non-synthetic human robots, but none that are AI driven.
Right.
So they're not synthetic, they're human, and they're humanoid. They're robots.
They're
But they're not
non-synthetic
AI.
human. So they're
we're odor repair
So
robot.
why
as a
why
Yeah.
won't they be AI driven? That is
Because
what
there's
is
no
going on.
AI. AI has been illegal.
Yeah,
Oh, 'cause
something
they
about
went-
AI being illegal.
They
Right,
wanted
and
to
that was
rogue
in the-
AI trope.
Well,
Yeah.
it was part
Yeah.
lore,
Okay.
part Chris, because he said he was something about he didn't want it where you can take a ship and then like have a bunch of AIs and be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a really
but it's a
convenient
gameplay
way
reason.
of.
I
Right.
get it,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
it makes sense because I would agree with that. But I mean, there's some solo players of
Hmm.
but
I like
don't know.
that.
Yeah.
AI
Well,
blades do still exist though.
beans to them.
Well, they're
Well,
not. They're not AI blades, though.
are really
They're
just automating
automated.
things like
Yeah.
like weapons.
Automated.
Yeah, so it's not really an AI. It's really just an automated
We're
turret.
talking about like a C-3PO. That's a perfect
Correct.
example. There's nobody
Correct.
not gonna
That's
be
what
any of that.
they don't want. Or Holly from Red.
Holly! Holy shit! Damn, Jordan, that's total props on that one. Holly was the
I-
best.
I know a little bit of nerd trivia
Holly,
around
bang,
here.
bang, bang, bang. All right, now
Everybody,
she's
everybody
working.
knows Holly.
All right, good. No,
And,
last
Jordan,
question.
Nobody knows Holly.
Last question that I skipped a whole bunch of questions that were
And
just
this is
really
last question from
obscure, boring
SCL. We
things.
still have a bunch of show questions to get to.
Right.
yeah,
We
towards
gotta
the end.
hurry up and get to those.
Yeah, we are.
Cherry 2000.
What's Earth like in
That-
2949?
That was a great movie.
I know.
Jerry 2000. Oh my
Well
god.
done. Go on.
Totally well done. Okay, I got to talk about that movie real quick. So,
No. No.
it's so
Damn
good.
it, Kenneth Vonnegut.
Buddy's robot, okay, who he is fallen in love with now, somehow
Yeah,
gets water on her or alcohol or something, and she shorts. And he then spends the whole movie trying to find a part to fix her. Yeah, and that's the whole subplot. But it's pretty funny. He's going through the desert. He runs into bandits. It's pretty well done. There's lots of tension and resolution.
You're gonna have to see
It's
the
a good
movie.
plot.
What movie was?
Yeah.
Tell him the movie.
Cherry 2000.
There you go.
So good. Back in the
oldie
day.
but a goodie.
Yeah.
Probably not even on Google Play.
It's on Netflix, I think.
Nobody has Netflix.
Everybody has Netflix except for
Everybody
you,
has Netflix.
apparently.
It's
You're
probably
the
on
only
Pirate
person
Bay.
without Netflix.
Yar,
No,
Cutlass
Pirate Bay.
Bay. That's what you need to
I'm
call it.
talking
from now
Cutlass
on.
Bay. All right.
All right, next.
Okay, so on Saturday, we've already shown you the new FPS map.
We
that came from
skipped
Eva
you skipped the
Cotty
last
Looks.
question.
Did we? Okay, go ahead.
You got
Fired off.
distracted with your Cherry 2000.
Such a
What's
good
Earth
movie.
like in 2949? So there was a point on Earth in the 21st to 22nd century, right before humanity was able to terraform Mars, where overpopulation was a huge problem and almost reaching a tipping point. So there were really bad water wars. One of the driving points for moving humans out from Earth and developing the technologies to traverse space and terraform planets was to alleviate the pressure on Earth, and thankfully they were able to do that after a disastrous setback. So that's what explains the very, very different future Earth and cities that we've seen in concept art. Nothing really looks like the Earth from today left over. There's not a very few things that might be left. So New York of 900 years in the future is totally different and unrecognizable. So
Right.
gives
Well,
them
the continents would
creative
be
license.
closer together, too.
Earth turned into Wally.
Yeah, but
By
that's
how much?
that's easy to create continental shapes.
Like,
but,
the ocean level would be higher.
Yeah.
The
Earth turned into Wally. Yeah.
Did everybody
so
see-
if you've seen that,
Did everybody see
that's
that girl Gretchen that totally put down
Yep.
Trump? So it wasn't just Trump show targeting, but that was a really good speech.
where
the
are you
climate girl.
going?
The climate
The
girl.
climate, the climate girl. That was so
The climate
well
girl.
done.
I didn't see it. I heard about it.
George,
That's a
Doc's
really
over there
good
holding
speech. You know, I can't
must-
play it.
it
It's
must
not
be really
it's not
good.
science related really,
No.
La,
except for
la,
the
la,
whole
moving
climate
right
change
along.
thing, which is real science.
Yep.
It's a stretch.
Yep.
Okay, I'll spare you guys.
Moving right along. Moving right along.
It's only
Okay,
like 2 minutes.
we've covered all of our questions. Yeah. Nope. We're not going into that.
Okay, so on to the Defender leak, which came through.
Pixel, by the way, that with Coke is fucking amazing. So I'm going to go with that. Anyway, sorry. There goes our Twitch thing.
Yeah.
So, not that we monetize it anyway. Okay, so this was a leak that came in apparently through the Leaks Discord, and it's what it looks like from the cockpit of the Defender.
Isn't it supposed to be called? This is 2019. Isn't it called the flight deck? I think cockpit's a little. Never mind.
Isn't
Flight
the flight
deck is
deck
on
the bigger thing?
an aircraft carrier.
It's
Yeah.
not a cockpit.
It's a cockpit unless it's a bridge.
It's
do
not
we,
a
do
cockpit.
we have a gender-neutral term for a cockpit?
No, but we can just start calling them vulva pits just to equal it out.
Where the hell is this stuff coming from?
Do that for 100
What is-
years.
Sorry, he
and
said
then-
cockpit. It brought
What-
the whole George Carlin thing up. Just move right along.
What is up with you chauvinist bastard?
We're under a lot of pressure. Okay, so
That's right. We got to come up with something. We can't call it a
Moving right
bridge.
along. So
Flight deck is
so-
too big.
Non-binary pit. There we go.
There we go.
Genderqueer pit.
But why does cockpit have to have anything to do with that? It's like moving right
well,
along.
Because of
That's
the word
probably
cock,
where it comes
Tori.
from.
Because of the
apparently,
word
Hey,
cock.
apparently
Hey,
some people
Strato
have
I doubt it has to do with
high school.
chickens.
Apparently, some people are are still in high school. Here,
yes, we
it's like-
are. We'll always be on.
Apparently.
No, Stratocruiser is actually a pilot. He's cockpit, bridge, or flight deck is what they call him.
Okay.
Anyway, moving right along.
Okay.
What are we
yes,
looking
I've
at?
heard flight deck.
Yes.
Flight deck. Okay.
Flight deck.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
That's what I
so
said.
this is the Defender view in hangar. So we still have not yet seen it in flight and during landing mode the arms are lower down, and the concern is like how much of your lower view is
can
going to
see
be
them.
obstructed.
You can see them down there.
Yeah, but they're lower down during landing. So
Yeah.
when they take
Why are
off,
they lowered
they
down?
move up because they're your landing legs also.
Yeah. See here? It
okay.
looks kind of like it's in crab
Yeah, it
mode.
moves up and down. Yes, in crab mode.
Neat.
Crab
Oh,
mode.
okay. So they like fold down.
Well, they kind of
Well,
do
they
like that.
tilt. Yeah.
And then they go.
Everybody all together.
flying.
It's like a new dance move. Well, I'd be really
So-
curious to see what it looks like when they're
so
out.
Gen-
Because I think I'm gonna hate
So
it.
Genetonic says that cockpit comes from the word
Cuck Swain. Nice. Does it?
has
Really?
nothing to do with cock.
Okay.
Okay, well, I take
See, we
full
get
responsibility
any-
for that.
We're just gonna
Yes.
move right after that one.
Moving right along.
I think we've killed that one.
Okay, I need to know what a coxswain is.
Oh, I know what a coxswain is.
Well, then, can you enlighten us?
No.
Thank you.
I thought that was a person title on an old sailing ship.
Coxswain.
Yes.
Pilot's position on a
A
boat.
pilot's
Yeah.
position
Yes.
on the boat.
Okay,
See, perfect.
Well
Thanks,
said,
Doc.
Well
Doc
said.
Faulkner.
there you go.
It's
We have
probably a
another
doctor
doc.
that's actually a doctor, unlike our fake doctor.
Exactly. So see, the pilot's position on a boat. So see, it has nothing to freaking do with your
With-
Well, the reason it's called a coxswain is because he got a cox that's swaying it.
You
There's
see,
our
you
doc.
learn new stuff on this show every week. Why would you
Every
not tune
time.
in?
Anytime you
Gotta
see
tune
something
in.
COX for cox, you know it's dirty.
All right, we can move on now on
Can
to something else. What's next on our agenda?
Okay, so
Like
there was
Q&A.
let's have some level of dignity.
Okay, so on
It's all gone.
Tuesday,
Lapse
so nothing happened
slightly.
on Sunday. I didn't, because I didn't do the show notes. I don't know what happened over the weekend for Bar Citizens. Do we have an accounting? It'll be in the. It'll be here.
I don't know. Not sure. Sarah doesn't actually want us to move on. She finds it humorous. Sarah.
Okay.
Oh.
So September 21st, we had Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, go Canada, go, and then Austin, Texas. We love Austin too. That's good.
Austin's
All
awesome.
right.
Oh,
So that's,
yeah, TwitchCon is this week or this past week or
that's
coming.
right. That was in Florida.
No, it's
No.
in California.
San Diego.
It's
San
in
Diego.
Yes, San Diego.
Okay,
Hey, look, it's up
yeah.
there. It says
Hence,
San
there it
Diego.
Florida.
is. Scrub.
Oh, that's in 2 days. That's this
Yeah.
Friday.
I thought it was
Friday
like all
and
week.
Saturday.
Isn't it all week?
It's 2 or 3. It's 2 or 3 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something. He's
Oh, so
Buster's
going out.
Buster's she's flying out tomorrow. So yeah, I think it's
Oh,
Friday and
Buster's
Saturday.
going. Nice.
Oh, I thought it
So
was the whole week. Okay.
So there's Bar Citizens out
Well,
there.
have
So
fun.
check out barcitizen.sc.
TwitchCon is 27th to the 29th in San Diego.
Yes.
So
We
that's
clarified that like
Go
Yes.
and represent Star Citizen.
Friday through Sunday.
Okay, moving on. So we had the lore post. Who read it? Anyone?
No.
Anyone?
Of course I did.
Bueller?
No.
I will just
Bueller?
skip right over that then. There was a whole show about the lore.
The Sorry Lyrax discovery? Isn't the Lyrax like a Dr. Seuss?
No, that's the Lorax.
Lyrics.
We will read this one of these days.
We will.
Probably not.
And it'll be great.
Okay.
And we won't remember it and we won't talk about it. So we love it
Okay.
anyway though.
So this is the
Yeah, so-
Mantis reveal, accelerated.
No, you gotta show you gotta show who had the really oh god, I'm never gonna find it was like there's been too much chatter.
That's
No, there's
well
been a
done.
lot of really good edit. Wait. I'm getting
So we've seen this. We kind of went through at least 2/3 of it last week, and then of course we got the last little bit where it finally emerged from the rock and showed its ruby red drive. It's a
Red
big
drive.
AMD ad.
Does it?
You know it.
Yeah, it's because it'll explode and over. No.
Oh dear. Well,
God, where was that?
Shadow and I have been fighting all week about AMD.
No,
versus
we're not
Intel.
fighting. I've been winning. He's been wrong. No, where is it? Somebody was posting a bunch of pictures of what their renditions of it were. Wait, I'm getting to it. I'm scrolling like there. Okay, first of all, struts or no struts? Do we think it has struts? It doesn't look like it.
Oh my
Great.
goodness.
What do you think, Doc?
There are some other views in the news.
I think
the
it's
next link.
it's powering up its wave attack.
Oh, gin and tonic. He's done it.
Oh no.
I tipped $25.
He's done it.
Thanks, Gin and Tonic.
Pick a name, and we have a ship giveaway.
Only if he renames Doc, though.
I can pick who he wants at this point, I'm sure, but he should be named Doc because that would be cool. That would be very cool.
Yep. Get Doc renamed there.
Okay.
Oh my
And
goodness.
then, so everybody enter the ship giveaway, or T-Nightster, is it ready to enter? Just let us know, and when it is, to enter the ship giveaway, everybody, you put in the exclamation point, which I call a bang, and then ship me. SHIPME. Bang, ship me. All right.
One word, ship me.
There they start. Go,
So-
go.
A second ago, Dorian said, I feel like you guys lost direction, and I'm guessing this is his first show.
Happens a lot.
we
That's
First
pretty
time
normal
here,
for
glad
us.
you're
We
here.
Yeah,
we
it's
did,
like,
didn't kind of go off on different tangents.
Well, we
most
normally
of-
are a
most of the
little
show.
bit more directional and a little bit more
Imagine-
organized.
No,
but
we're
Imagine a
not.
ship.
we
Imagine
no,
a
we're
ship
not.
that has
for
4
the show.
steering wheels.
I'm constantly
We're-
hurting
we're-
cats around here.
Imagine a ship that has 4 steering wheels, and each of us have one of them in front of it.
Right?
Yeah, like Dorian says, like you guys are like a drunken Sunday. Decide for yourselves if it is a compliment. That's pretty much us.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're
Except
just
we don't drink and drive or promote that sort of action.
nope. We're just hanging out, drinking, and talking about spaceships and spaceship stuff.
And it's
Yeah.
not quite the same, to put your hands on the flight yokes and put your fingers up and sticking between the space lanes. It doesn't really work the same way.
And now he's talking about how to drive drunk. That's brilliant.
How to fly drunk. It's different.
What
There's
the
no
hell
rule
is with the
against that
thumb?
yet.
We're not.
You don't
condoning
know that
this.
one? Okay, so
What the hell's with the
Anyway,
thumbs?
the
Move
joke
on,
used
move
to
on,
be
move on.
the joke used to
Man,
be
Don't
that
worry
you put
about
your
it.
hand on the steering wheel and you put your thumbs up, and as long
You
as
can't
the
stop
as long
You
as the
can't stop
emblem on the front of the car sticks between your thumbs, then you're not going to drive off the road.
How old of a car do you have that still has a fucking hood ornament on it?
Maybe he has a Bentley.
Pretty sure he doesn't. I've seen
between the
It's
asteroids.
the Rolls. Get Charles to bring out the Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Okay. So should we talk about the Newsweek
Gin and tonic
yes.
article?
Yes, we,
It came
yes,
out?
we should.
Okay. So we had a Newsweek article come out. That came out on yesterday, so on Tuesday. And it spoke a lot about 3.7 and a little bit about what we can expect. And it spoke a lot about quantum enforcement, which is the new mechanic that the Mantis is giving us. And it spoke about the Mantis quite a bit. So did you make any notes on that, Jordan, or do you want to chat a little bit about it?
I didn't make any notes.
Oh my goodness.
You had one job.
No, you just
So there's
well, we had that. Well, we had that quote earlier from. I forget who quoted that in chat.
so Gin and tonic is officially renamed Juice Stim.
Oh no.
Wrong.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Which is also what we call him, so that's fine. Scuba Steve has hosted for one. Scuba
Himself.
Steve.
There we go.
All
Scuba
right,
Steve.
thanks, Skip Steve. You rock.
Thanks, Scuba Steve.
It's always good to be hosted.
Yes. Let's. Yeah, I
Wrong.
belonged in Starfleet. yeah.
Oh,
Can we
Scuba
talk
Steve
about how
is-
the Mantis
He's
looks
a
like it
renowned
belonged in
streamer in his own
Starfleet?
right.
Starfleet ships have bridges, not forward cockpits like that.
Yeah. So
Dude, how big do we
Yes.
think it is?
It's
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 a
like
single-seater
It's small.
ship.
it's not that small.
Yeah,
Look at-
actually-
Yeah.
Look at the
Actually,
size of the
somebody-
cockpit. The
Yeah,
person
yeah.
in the cockpit compared to the rest of the ship, it's at least 30
30
meters.
meters. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
thinking
no,
30 meters.
Well, yeah, relatively small. So it's smaller than an Apollo. Somebody actually posted earlier an Aurora, a Mantis, an Apollo, and a Connie. So they
it
kind of
fits inside
scaled
of a
up.
Polaris. We have no idea what will fit inside of a Polaris.
we do not.
Yeah,
We do not really know.
100%.
Theoretically,
Yeah.
anything can fit inside of a Polaris.
It's Spectre. Well, you can't ever trust Spectre.
That's what
Yeah.
I said. It's Spectre A.
Spectre, eh?
Spectre A.
So you can see
But
the
see,
you can
look-
see the person on the flight
Yeah.
deck there.
And they're
The
not
the
enough
non-binary
struts.
flight deck.
Like
It
I
looks
can
Not
like
enough
see the struts, but there need to be more struts.
So well, they've done a better job of having
Mhm.
struts outside of your direct
Nope.
vision.
That
No,
look
look
at
at
that
that
not
one
RSI
right here.
style. That's not RSI style. There's one right there across the middle. You can see it. It's like chest level.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm happy now.
So
This
it's right on par for
properly-
RSI.
properly strutted ship there.
It's a strutted
there you
chip.
Yes.
It doesn't look
Yeah.
terrible, but I don't think
I
that's
think it's an interesting design. Well, a lot of people are saying though that what's cool about these nacelles is that it's super Star Trek Enterprise. You got those nacelles up there like up and back.
Yeah, but
Just
that's
because they
RSI.
look like
That's
a-
their thing.
That's RSI. Yeah, they've been doing
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
look at the
always.
triage. They're off to the side.
Well,
the Connies.
Well, with
they're
the
off
Connie,
to the side.
there's two, so they're up and down. Here,
Yeah.
it's only up and back. So, I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's kind of up.
It's still within the Connie, not the Connie, the RSI design style.
More RSI
Sure,
missiles.
But
well,
if you look at the Star Trek Voyager, remember it was out to the side, and then it only
No,
lifted
they
up.
moved on
Yeah,
the Voyager.
Yeah, they did, but they sat out to the side for regular impulse, and then when they went to warp, they went up.
I thought it was the other way around.
Or
yeah,
whatever.
it was the other way around.
Something like that.
They went
Well,
flat and wide for work.
What's
I only
my
remember it
name?
because I
Say
watched
my
every
name. It's wrong, right?
There's a level of geek and a level of retard. We pretty much hit that right on the nails right there. Because we took that full retard.
All right, now can we get to questions and answers?
Oh, yeah.
Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
We're there.
there was
What were your
also a
questions? Who you
subscriber
buying?
vault
Recover
update
everything
that we're
else?
going to be getting on Friday, which should be
Oh,
good.
who cares?
Or that we
But-
got.
But we're not there yet. Oh, did
We're
we
not
get
there
one
yet.
from last week? What about last week?
No, I don't think so.
I thought we were, because I thought that note was from last week. I'm going to have a look. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Questions and
the-
answers.
Mantis? Or questions?
Yeah, talk
Who's
about the
buying
Mantis.
one?
Who's got
Who's
questions?
buying one? Well,
Yeah,
actually,
we've got
okay, so
we've got a giveaway to do, don't we?
Let's do questions and answers,
Um,
and we'll do the giveaway, and we'll see where
yeah,
we
we'll,
are.
yeah, we'll do the giveaway at the end.
I want to talk about the
Shouldn't be too
Mantis.
long. Okay, well, so who's going to talk about the Mantis? So we should talk about the gameplay of the
We don't
Mantis.
know what the gameplay is yet.
Of course,
Yeah.
we know what the gameplay of the Mantis is.
Do we?
It is a quantum interdiction ship, so it
Okay.
pulls ships out of quantum.
Okay.
And so this did actually talk about this in the Newsweek article, I believe, and we've been talking about this for quite some time. So its quantum bubble is going to be 10 to 20 kilometers, and so it's going to have quantum dampening. So it will be able to keep ships from going into quantum if
So it
you're
pulls
with
them out and it
bubble.
keeps them there. So it's a
Well, that
typical
bubble's
interdiction.
smaller though. The inhibitor is only 2 kilometers,
2 kilometers.
Right.
So
you can
so
get
it's-
away from it. Plus,
yeah, so
this thing is. If you look at this ship, it's Vanguard food.
Yes. as long as they're not stopping with the fleet. So
You know,
some people
some
are saying
solo
this is gonna be
idiot is
great
going
for
to
a
pull a
fleet.
Vanguard out and get.
That's what's going to happen
ripped up.
constantly. They're
That's a
going
good
to
point.
they're going to pull big ships out. It has almost no weapons or defenses, so it's supposedly needing to work in concert with other
is
ships
this
that
an
are going to be able
RSI
to.
ship?
It doesn't look like it has an ejection seat either.
It should have been a Drake ship.
Okay,
No.
so
No,
that's a
yeah,
big
'cause
discussion.
it's-
No, that's a good discussion. So
So is
just
it a
because
griefing pirate
it's an-
ship?
yes,
No.
right. So
It's a
Yes,
fucking pirate ship. What else? I mean,
hold on.
it's a griefing
Think
pirate
about
ship.
the name. Why would they call it quantum enforcement? Right. That speaks of
brother.
it being well. That talks about it of being part of the bounty system, part of the law system, right? So otherwise, they would have called it, just generally being bad, and they would have made it a Drake ship. But it's
okay,
so-
generally being bad.
generally being bad. So it's about quantum
in-
enforcement. So
Just
and
generally.
also, hold on,
in
let
the bigger
me talk for
picture-
a sec, Jordan. Let me talk for a sec, because
Okay.
it's a single-seater ship. Okay, it happens to be RSI, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to get, an anvil or a
Well, a lot of people are saying that module could go for ship. I don't know how
true.
Yeah.
true that is.
You could put one in a caterpillar. That would be all right.
That'd be hilarious.
And remember how they were talking about, like right now, if you quantum interdict someone using this ship, you'll end up pulling out as many people that happen to be in linked quantum. So you could pull out, 3 890 jumps, and all of a sudden you're absolutely screwed.
The point
Right.
is like, how do you
But
know?
hold on, in the future, they're going to change it so that one of these Mantis ships may not be able to pull an 890 jump out. You might need to have 3 of them that do their thing at the same time, or have that bubble up and running at the same time in order to pull out an 890. You might need multiple to
That's-
take out a capital,
that's-
or you might have to have
that's
a capital that has.
That's complete conjecture.
That was
Yeah,
mentioned.
the whole point is if you're doing it as a legal thing and you're enforcing things, how the hell do you know what you're pulling out of war? You're
We don't-
sitting in a
but-
space screen interdicting point to point. How the hell do you know what you're going to pull out?
You
Everything
don't-
they hit that's going to come out.
Unless you have information ahead of time about a convoy that's
So
coming
you just
along.
know exactly when to turn it on.
So
They're freaking
well-
going by light
well, no,
speed.
not. Supposedly, there's going to be some type of sensor that's going to detect ships coming near you in quantum, so that you activate it. So if
Okay.
you know ahead of time, there's going to be a hull E that's going from
I don't know.
Port Olisar to ArcCorp, fully loaded with something expensive, and you're waiting to pull it out of quantum with your fleet of pirates or what have you. But so it's really, in the bigger scheme of things, though, it's not really just a pirate ship. It's not just a griefing ship. That there will be people that are hunting pirates, so they might pull a pirate group out of quantum, or they might use it to dampen them from getting away while they're hunting pirates. So, and there is a lawful potential gameplay side to this down the road in the future, but we know right now in the immediate PU, in addition to all of the random interdictions that we get from the police, from pirates, we're going to have a bunch of idiots that all they're going to be doing is trying to pull people out of quantum with no real purpose or
Annoying.
point, just to piss everybody off because they have nothing better to do. And it's hard enough to get around to the PU as it is. So I think this is a terrible thing to bring out at this stage of development in the PU until we have bigger play
Hey,
space more people.
Yeah, but 20
this is
kilometers
alpha.
point to point is not a lot. I mean, you really have to be in the right space at the right time. If you're dumb enough to go directly from here to her, you're
What?
going to get interdicted.
Dumb enough, that's what
then
everybody
around.
does. So
I know,
so
so
everybody is going to
down
have to
or-
take those extra steps.
Right.
And not
This is
everybody knows about it, not everybody
precisely
thinks
the
about it.
best time for them to bring this in, because that they'll be catching people, they'll be able to test it out, and this is how it'll work. Like there's that balance of enjoying the gameplay now as well as being able to test out the new features. And Joran, FYI, it says on the screen right now, one such goal is to make, when we're talking about the future of quantum enforcement, that they want to make it more nuanced. And so in the future, you may have to have a bunch of Mantises or other ships with quantum enforcement devices to pull out a larger capital ship. So it's not complete conjecture.
Yeah.
Wrong has been vindicated.
So you
now.
did read the article. I didn't get that far. I read most of it, but I didn't
Well,
get all
I
of
read
it.
this
Well, he
part.
was
It
just
was
reading
important.
as you were.
Yeah. He's just reading ahead while you're talking about it.
While you're talking about it.
Other discussed elements include UI elements that
seasons are
alert
also
Mantis
young
pilots to high traffic areas.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so did they?
Which
They didn't
sounds
talk about
like
how the Mantis
breathing
will be able to.
Elements.
They didn't talk about how the Mantis is going to be able to sense ships, but they said that the
It's
Mantis
not going
may.
to.
It's antenna.
You
But
go
they said
out.
that the
No,
Mantis
you go
may
out
be
to a
able
well-traveled
to see
lane
like quantum
and you
markers
fire
as
off
people
your
are traveling
trap.
through quantum.
No, that's not how it works at all.
Well, Board Gamer said that, so I'm kind of
Well,
guessing.
okay. Well, he's making
That
shit up.
must be
Well,
true.
he doesn't normally make stuff up. So
Yes, he does. All his entire thing is conjecture. That's his stick.
I think you're discrediting him. I think that's
I disagree.
libel
It's like
and slander.
Board occasionally theory crafts beyond the available data, which we've
Like
never
every
been
time
known
I've
to
seen
do
a
at
video
all.
of his, that's what he's
Like
been doing.
we never do that on this show, do we?
No,
True.
we don't.
True. Okay. So moving on.
So there's some data, and I'm sure there'll be a Q&A on this within a month or so.
Yeah, when it comes
Okay.
out.
Speaking of
It's
Q and A's, I think it's time to do our
Oh
Q&A.
yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we probably got
Yes,
some
we have questions.
Or I'm sorry, not
From-
retarded.
Several
okay.
weeks buildup of questions. So if you have questions, exclamation
sorry.
point question.
in the chat.
Maggie.
Yeah. And
Yes.
then we'll put
So
them in.
there's a form you can fill out your questions on anything we've discussed or anything Star Citizen related, or really just about anything, because that's what we do here.
That's right.
Okay. So let's start with so Gin and Tonic asked back on the 4th of this month because we're really behind on our questions. But at least you're here, Gin and Tonic, so you get to have it answered. Mines target hostile targets. How do you think hostile is determined?
IFF. Just like
Yeah,
everything else.
yeah, friend or foe.
Go into more detail.
Smell?
No.
Offensive smells?
Yeah, if you're counted as marked as a friendly, it's not going to attack you, but most anybody else it could.
Yeah. It probably will be based off of your reputation status with the person that dropped the mines.
Potentially could. Kirdev says the Q&A is already up and all about questions related to the mechanic. Is the actual Q&A up, or is it just looking for questions about it?
Because I looked and I couldn't find it. If somebody can link it, that'd be awesome.
I think they're soliciting questions. I don't think they've actually answered them. Black Intellect says, Jesus, I should ask now for November stream then.
Hey, normally we get to
we're only about 3 weeks late right now, I think.
and
okay.
So
until that delay, we've never missed. So we're always able to answer it at the end of every show. So unfortunately, we've had 3 weeks where it's been bad.
We've had
Yeah.
Vegas, we've had a few.
We did have 2 weeks where we ran really long,
and then we missed
because yes, that's true. So yeah, because you guys in Vegas, we had a crazy fun stream, and then we had the few on, and we had a great long stream, and so we're finally getting around to the questions.
We're back
Sorry
to
about
it.
that.
Okay, so Agent 123 asked a couple of questions. So let's try and bang through these. Also on the same day, 3 weeks ago. Do you guys think the Orion will increase in price at the anniversary sale?
Yes.
Probably not.
Why not?
No, maybe
I don't think
He's
so.
mining right now.
maybe
I
when
don't
it's
think so.
released, but I don't think it's going to go
Yeah.
up just at the anniversary
right.
sale.
No.
What
Yeah,
was
I
the
don't,
price?
I don't think it'll go
Spawning
up this
is
sale.
big.
Yeah,
What was the price on it? Last we know.
425, I think.
Really? Never that cheap?
I thought it was
Yeah, it was
450.
350.
It was 325, and now it's 450.
Okay. See, I'm wrong.
I think.
It's right up.
Pirate.
Okay.
Wrong. Nice.
Will multiple
Okay,
ship
next question.
spawning be a thing?
Multiple
That's a great
ship
question.
spawning? What?
So let's answer that question as in like
Yeah,
Especially for
when,
this
when the
group.
game is released.
I hope
and let's
so.
pretend that's a few years down the road, as opposed to going through what is released and going through that whole discussion.
Spiel.
I also have to say, it better be.
No,
you can,
there's
spawn
not going to
multiple
be
ships right now.
There's not going to be multiple ship spawning in the future. The ships are going to be persistent. Wherever you have a ship, that is where it is always going to be. If you fly a ship
Right.
someplace
No,
and you park it,
I'm
that's
talking
where your
about
ship's going to be.
can I spawn 10 of my ships?
I think so.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
You-
the way I read it.
all of your ships will be in the verse. Every one of the ships that you own is going to
Right.
be in the verse, parked somewhere in a hangar or in space or somewhere. You're not going to have that. So I think the biggest misconception that a lot of people have is that this magical concierge spaceship delivery service is going to be forever. It's not. It's a magical fix to give people their ships right now. In future, when we have full persistence, the ships will persist. So wherever you park your ship, that's where it's going to be. And if you need to go get another ship, you've got to go to wherever that ship is and fly that ship to wherever you want it to be. And they're always going to be in those locations.
So yes.
No
So, yeah.
magical multiple ship spawning.
No, that was. I don't think that was with. But anyway,
Yeah.
No, he
Well,
just wanted to know if he can spawn his Connie and then go and spawn a Merlin to attach to
Right.
his Connie.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
he's not talking about can he spawn 17 ships all from the same spot, unless that's where you put them. And when you start out, your ships are going to be in this innocuous void until you call them forward.
Innocuous void.
Ship-
My
The whole
ships are gonna
ship spawning
spend
thing
lot
is
of
a
time there.
tremendous. Like,
Days.
Adine says so. Based on my answer, we should only have one ship per account. Don't you have all of your ships in the universe all the time, unless you blow them up or lose them.
And
Yeah,
not
that's right.
reclaim.
You could spawn them all. I think in the future you'd be able to spawn them all, and they'll just end up dying.
Hey, old boy.
Hey, old
thanks, old
boy.
boy.
Whoa, thank you for
Appreciate the raid.
Thanks
Welcome,
everybody for
everybody.
joining in.
Welcome, everybody.
Jumping in.
Trades
Right.
up.
Next question.
We're busy going through the Q&A over the last few shows.
Yep.
So,
get a good
next
one,
question.
too.
JJ2078 through the website asks on September 4th, what are each of the panelists' intended uses for their jumps after the full commercial release?
Which
i.e.,
one?
is it personal transport, commercial VIP transport, or something else?
Which one?
Yeah.
So
party
whichever
yacht.
one you have-
is
whichever one you
number
happen to be
one,
flying.
and then the second one is the race team. We're gonna have the Torrent Motorsports race team.
hey, Henkin, thanks for subscribing, man. Glad
Yeah,
you're
buddy.
enjoying the content. Appreciate it.
Adine gifted that sub actually. So thanks,
Very
Adine.
nice. Okay.
Thank you, Ed.
I was
I'm
wondering if
going to
I
use my 890 jump for, I don't know, stuff.
Stuff. It's good for stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
How many basketballs do you think the 890 could hold? Goran,
That's by
that's
Paul.
for you.
None
Oh,
in
Paul.
mine.
Everybody,
We love you,
everybody.
None in mine.
Hey.
He said. Probably a few thousand. I would see a few thousand would fit.
Is that like the jelly bean? Guess the how many jelly bean contest? Or in the
Oh,
jelly
Yeah, I
bean?
think so.
How many grapes can you put in your mouth?
I would guess 1,000.
I think there's a
Say
joke
enough,
about
really?
grapes and watermelons somewhere in
At
there.
least.
Oh, God, there it is.
Thousand
I knew it was coming.
Next
Okay.
question.
Next question. Guess who asked it? It's Aodo. How do you say it?
Aodine.
Aodoin.
Aodoin?
Well, I don't know. Okay, however,
It
Stim
sounds
says
Australian.
It, wrong way.
It's Aodoin.
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 Sounds
Aodoin.
very Australian.
Oh, he'll.
All right, so that was on
Sure.
September 11th, a fateful day. Thank you, A9, for asking the question. The question is, with the possible leaks for SitCon being about the wormholes and the Carrack, what do you think we might see if the mentioned items are really a thing?
Well, they're gonna
Both?
take a carrick
Yeah.
to a wormhole.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And they're going to fly to the pyro system, which I've been saying for months.
Oh,
And
have
then,
you?
And then the next
We
system.
know.
Yes. I've
that
been
what
saying
you
that for
hear?
months.
There's been a lot of conjecture on that. So we've
Oh, is that what
recently
that's- oh, well.
seen some leaks, and it was somewhere in the code where they were talking about what the actual process would be at CitizenCon, and so it's basically it could be a total red herring, but the idea is that they're going to be spawning a Pisces, which is the snub ship for the Carrack, flying that to a Carrack, loading it up in the Carrack, and then going out and looking for a jump point, and then that's as far as we know, I think. But the idea is that we believe that they're going to demo the actual navigating of that jump point.
Had in the game files the pyro system and the.
Oh yeah, everyone who, by the way, everyone who was just in the raid, do bang ship me to get in our ship giveaway. We're giving
Exclamation
away
point ship me
Cutlass.
for those who don't know what a bang is.
Sorry, exclamation
Yeah.
point ship me.
And a bang is like a pound, which
That's
No,
not a
it's
pound.
not.
That's an
the kids
exclamation
these
point.
days called a hashtag.
Pound is a hash.
Of course, that's a hash
Yeah,
thing.
but the bang
totally
is to the
Canadian.
exclamation
Killed
point
us.
as the pound is to the hashtag.
He is so Canadian. All right, anyway.
You guys,
All right,
So
next question.
what are we gonna do with you? So
So
Kembe
confused.
asks, next origin ship, and what hole do you expect it to fill?
What?
Is
That's a
it,
dirty
We're still
question.
children here.
okay,
The
It's
Origin
the
400
400
series.
It's the 400.
yeah,
It has-
that's what James been
400
guessing
series.
for years.
we need
Yes.
more ships in that area. That
So
40
it's-
meter ships.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's freelancer size basically.
Cutlass freelancer sized. Yep.
Okay.
I love
And,
the
and
next
what is
question.
the role it's going to fit? And do you think that there'll be like multiple variants, like we have with the cutlasses
Oh
and the
yeah,
freelancers?
of course there will be. The
What-
300 has how many? The 400.
Yeah, and the Cutlass has 3 variants. The freelancer has 4 variants.
That's a good question.
I-
I wonder if the
I
Mantis
think-
will have a variant.
The 600i has 2, but the 890 jump only has
600
1. So maybe it's like a.
It only
pyramid.
needs one.
Right
It's
now.
everything. It's
Yeah,
the
that's
best
right.
of
It only
everything.
needs one. That's right. Good point, Jordan. I like that.
Okay, so how
It's
many variants and what are those
customizable.
variants then? What are those roles? Because that's part of the
Oh
question.
my
Um,
goodness.
What
No, it's